Everyone wanted to do a video here on the homemade solar generator, battery box, battery bank, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I wanted to know how to use a solar panel because I've never done it, never hooked it up. So I have a Renology 100 watt solar panel. You've got two plugs in the back. And so each plug is a positive or a negative, depending on which side, but the plugs only fit in one side of that. So then we have those two wires running to the solar charge controller, and it goes on the panel side. So you have the positive, you have the negative. I also have two wires running to this small battery. So a positive, negative, and you can see on this battery there is a positive, which is the red, and the negative, which is the black. And this is just a small, let's see here. I don't know how much amperage it is. 12.87 volts, 7 amps. I think the amps is how much battery can hold. And from there we have an inverter, which is connected to the battery. And this is 800, probably around 1,000 watts total if needed. And I wanted to have this in a toolbox, and I would place the battery in the toolbox, but I'm testing it out right now. Probably put in a little vent. I put in a plug and just wired a extension cord. I cut it, and then I wired a plug like you would see in the house, just like that. And then from there, I can just plug in devices with this outdoor plug. Everything's kind of sealed and whatnot. And right now I'm just charging some batteries, but you can see it's working. I would show this device, but basically you plug this into the wall or a plug and then plug a device in there, and it'll show you how many watts that the device is using. So this battery charger is only using like 2.5 watts, so very low. And let's see here, I think when I started, let me change the voltage on the battery. I didn't know this, but the straight line after the V is for DC, and the squiggly line after the V is for AC. So battery's DC. I'm going to try and do this one-handed and see if we can get a reading. I don't know if it'll go from this. 13.4, so I think I started at 13.29. See if I can get it on the prongs itself. Okay, so those are on the battery posts, 13.4. So yeah, at least for this device, 2.5 watts is going out, plus there's probably some from the inverter converting, so I don't know, maybe 10 watts. And then soon as that panel gets in the sun in about an hour, I would expect this battery to go from 13.29 volts. I think the max is like 14.4 volts, 14.6 is max. So before I put everything in this sealed container, and probably need to put the connections a little better. And I'll probably test out like charging a battery or a tablet or something like that just to see how it works. My idea for this one was to hook up a pond pump to it to see if this could just constantly run all by itself. But with all the hurricanes and whatnot, it seems that it's a good idea to know how to have a solar system that you can charge devices with. And honestly, solar panels are pretty cheap, especially on Facebook. You can get 200, 400 watt panels for under $100. The batteries are the more expensive one. I think I can get, or like 100 amp hour batteries. So, almost 10 times this battery for $100 and some odd. I might get a solar generator just because the inverter, the battery, the plugs, they're all in one unit, so it's a little easier to manage, and you can just plug in your solar panels directly to that generator. You just have to get one that's, at least for the fridge, the inverter has to go probably above 1,000 watts. I'll plug in this device to the fridge just to see how much the fridge runs. Usually there's a big startup wattage usage, and then once it's just running constantly, or it turns on every so often, then it's much less. But ideally you can just have a system like this that you can take outside after a storm, plug it in, and then you can just run your fridge and not have to worry about it. It's kind of all automatic. All right, with that, thanks for watching.